Now, I tested out 6 different ways to repair a cabinet hinge that gets ripped out of the box. I've got one in my kitchen that I need to fix. The way that I've been doing it for years is not even close to being the strongest. Okay. Some of the materials that I tested were shockingly bad. And then one of the glues that I kind of threw in as a bit of a gag ended up being incredibly strong. To set up the test, I used cabinet grade melamine. I installed all of the hinges just the way they would at a cabinet shop. And then I ripped all of them out with these needle nose pliers to mimic the way they fail in real life. With the cabinet door open, hit from behind, and then it just levers the hinge straight out of the box. Once the repairs were done, I took this metal rod, I wedged it into the plate and hung weights off of a chain to figure out the breaking point of each of the repairs. For context, a factory installed hinge breaks away at 20 pounds. Now let's start off with the worst way to repair one of these ripped off plates, and that is gonna be Bondo with cream hardener. Now I had huge hopes for the Bondo because if you were on a job and you needed to get that repair done that day, you can mix this stuff, put it into the repair, and it's gonna set up in about 15 minutes. You could drill it out and then install the plate, put the door back on and walk away. For this repair, I put in the Bondo mixed up and I let it sit overnight just to give it a fair chance. At 10 pounds, Bondo was showing signs that this wasn't gonna be a long-term fix. One more weight, 12.5 pounds, and it just broke right off of the board, well short of the 20-pound control. And if you look at the hinge, you can see that this screw just ripped straight out here, and it barely took any of the melamine with it. It did a poor job of bonding compared to some of the other test methods. I cannot recommend using Bondo for this repair. It did a horrible job. Let's move on to PC11 epoxy. This stuff is very nice to work with. It's easy to mix, and it does a great job of working on a vertical surface in that it doesn't want to fall and slump out of the hole, and it looks a lot nicer than this green smear of the Bondo. So that would be perfect if you had a hole that had a bit of a bigger tear out. The problem is it also broke away at 12.5 pounds. Disappointing. But I really wanted this stuff to work, so I did give it another chance. Over here, I did the patch and then I wet set the hinge in instead of letting it dry overnight and pre-drilling. I was thinking maybe it would bond a little better to the screws, but it failed at 12.5 pounds as well. And you can see this hinge here, it just pulled straight out, even though I let it set up for a day, which is how long it says to cure. I really wanted it to work nicely, but it just kind of sucked for this application. Let's move on to clear epoxy. Now the Gorilla Glue clear epoxy was really nice to work with. I like this little tube that it comes in here. You can put this cap on and it stores beautifully, but it's a real pain for this application. With this vertical hole here, it wanted to just keep on running out like a snotty kid in the winter. And no matter how long I set it up, I couldn't get it to stick in there. So what I ended up doing was just shoving it back in and then sealing it up with a piece of tape. I let that dry overnight, drilled it out, put on the plate, and started the test. Holding 15, pretty good. Ooh, little creakage. And it was doing better than the previous two, and it was holding on decent. At 15 pounds, there was some signs of failure. 17.5 pounds is where the clear epoxy let go and broke off. I mean, it's hanging there. You can see it definitely took out a bigger chunk of the melamine and it held on way better than the Bondo. But at 17.5 pounds, it still didn't get up to the control setting. And if you're enjoying the video and you want to help us out, give us a thumbs up. If you've got a method that you've been using for years and it works perfect every time, drop a comment and help us all out. Let's get on to the next method, the PL Premium. PL Premium is what I've done in the past. There's definitely people out there with their cabinet hinges that have been repaired with PL Premium by me. Hopefully they're not going to break off. So what I do here is I just put the PL Premium in there and then I wet set the hinge and just snug it back up. I put a little piece of tape on there if I think it's going to slide down. I let that set up overnight and then I began the test with the highest of hopes. And it was looking okay at the 12.5. 15 was still okay, and it broke at the 17.5 pound mark, tying the Gorilla Glue epoxy. So it's not really the best method here. It didn't even get back to the control setting. Let's jump to the last two methods and the ones that I would actually recommend using. Now I ended up using the CA glue to repair this door right here. The method is a little bit tricky. What I ended up doing is taking some tape, taping over the ripped out section, and then I lined up where the screws are and I poked little holes with a pencil. I stuck the tip of this in there and then just filled that all the way up. To cover over the holes and let it dry, I just sprayed it with activator. It created a little bit of a hard shell. Let that set up overnight, and then I drilled out for the screws, attached the plate, and for the test, we'll go up to 20 and see if it can beat the control. That's impressive. Okay, it's beat the control. It is hanging on at 25 pounds. Okay, well, we got to put the kettlebell on now. Okay, we got 27.5 pounds. It's hanging on. That's crazy. That thing actually broke away at 30 pounds, which is 1.5 times better than the control. So it's actually quite strong. You can see with the door that I have repaired here, if you open this thing up with all kinds of force and power, it's holding on beautifully, so I'm happy with the repair. Now, the actual winner of this thing was the metal plate. This thing broke away at 32.5 pounds. I actually installed one of the metal plates over here just to make sure that there wasn't going to be any issues adjusting the doors. And you can see it doesn't look as good or as clean as the CA glue. But if you have a hinge that's ripped off and it's torn out a huge chunk, I would recommend the metal plate. And if you need any of these metal plates or the CA glue and activator, I'll put the Amazon links down in the description. If you're watching on TV, I'll put up a QR code. You want to make sure that you get the smaller of the metal plates. This is going to be an eyesore and this doesn't look too bad. And hey, if you've got any big door problems that you need to solve, I've got the perfect video for you right over here. The CA glue or the metal plate? Which one you, oh, you like this, you like both the fixes.